Hi, this is Scotty Reed, producer and host of One Black Man's View online radio program. And on that radio program, I discussed the case of this 17-year-old Butler High School student and football player who was facing felony charges of rape. And so anyway, I was kind of upset with the local media coverage of this particular case. They had the young man's face all on the news, all on the local media and stuff. And I thought, minors, you're not supposed to disclose their identity, definitely not supposed to show their face. I'm not a lawyer, I will look into that. But they had this young man's face plastered all over the local news media. Now, when I first heard about the case, I was listening to some right-wing radio, WBT, Keith Larson, which comes on in the morning. I've talked about Keith before and the fact of how he's exploiting the South Carolina Democratic Senate candidate, Alvin Green. I was about to call him Al Green, but Alvin Green, and who may have a mental disability. So I'm not even going to go all into that. But it was on Keith's show, and he was part of the media hype where they were manufacturing public outrage, calling for this guy to be thrown off the team, to be thrown out of the school, which that did happen, and they were making a big deal saying that, why did it take so long for the Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department to communicate to Butler High School that this young man had been charged with rape. And so all these people getting mad, getting outraged, calling the school, all this and that, calling the superintendent, Peter Gorman, and they took the kid off of the football team and then made him go to an alternative school for, I guess, kids who are known to get in trouble or are in trouble. For whatever reasons, they take them out of their normal high school. Now, my take on this, and I actually did send Keith Larson an email and commented that, because Keith Larson at the time was talking about why is he still playing football. And I was like, okay, being sarcastic, why is he still in school? Why not just ban him from high school? If you want to punish the guy pre-trial, again, what about the Constitution? We got all these people talking about constitutional rights, talking about justice. Well, they're not talking about justice. The Tea Party, I have not seen a justice sign whatsoever calling for justice in this country. But they talk about liberty, they talk about the Bill of Rights, they talk about the Constitution and all this and that. So where was people standing up for this young man's constitutional right to not be punished until he was found guilty in a jury trial? Well, lo and behold, the charges were dropped. Okay, the federal felony rape charge was dropped. Now, what happened to this young man as a result? Again, as I stated, he was kicked off the football team. He was taken out of his high school. And, he was punished before he was ever proven guilty of doing anything. Let me just read a little bit about what this young man went through. I'm just happy I don't have to hide my face anymore. 17-year-old Osvaldo Sombo said, I used to have to go out in public with a hat. I had to do that for 3 or 4 weeks. The same gym I have used to go to since my freshman year, I had to wear a hat so people wouldn't recognize me. I'm just happy I can finally drive and smile at people. Okay, now the charge has been dropped. Come to find out, it was a white girl that was charged. And I've talked about this before on my program, and I said, people lie about stuff for different reasons, whatever. How do we know that her parents didn't find out about the relationship or the encounter? And they could be racist. You know what I'm saying? They could have forced that girl to file charges, or when they found out about it, she might have claimed, oh, he raped me. It's happened plenty of times before. We know. We know this for a fact. But the fact is that the charges were dropped. And this young man has lost something. This young man had to hide his face. And if I was his parents, they're talking about now possibly filing charges against the girl who first I don't know when she came forward with the complaint, but this alleged rape was supposed to happen during the summer, you know, and I haven't seen anything that said that right after it happened, she went to the hospital, she called the police and this and that. Apparently that ain't what happened. And so then here school starts, and then he gets charged with rape, and as I already detailed, he was punished. And so his constitutional rights were violated, and this is also going to make me rethink about how I report on stories through my outlet. You know, because I feel like you shouldn't even, the media makes people, like Malcolm X said, the media can make an innocent person look guilty, make the guilty look innocent. So therefore, I feel like in the cause of justice, the media should not be allowed to show anybody's mug shot in their paper. I mean, we got a paper called a Slammer that's just dedicated to that, to just showing who's been arrested and show their mug shots, which, you know, makes them look not in the best light. And so, therefore, the public gets inundated with these images, and, you know, they can go to jury trial and to jury selection and say, oh, I haven't heard anything about the case. But they could be lying. And so I feel like people's need to gossip, to be busybodies, to be nosy, outweighs the case of people's constitutional rights being protected in order for them to get a fair trial. Again, this young man was convicted in the media, kicked off the football team, kicked out his school, and now let me read this. In a statement released by CMS Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools on Tuesday, school officials said they will make a recommendation to the principal and zone superintendent to reinstate Sombo to Butler High School on Wednesday. Well, again, I've been looking at the story. I haven't seen anything in the online today that said that he has been reinstated. I haven't seen that. Okay, I think he has been reinstated to the football team, but as far as being admitted back to Butler High School, I don't know. You know, and so I will post the telephone number to the Charlotte-Mecklenburg School System Superintendent Peter Gorman, and for those who agree with me, I think that y'all should call them and tell them what you think about them punishing this young man before he was proven guilty, before he even had a trial. And again, I'm going to, if I report on a story about alleged criminal activity or anything like that, I'm not going to say the person's name. I'm definitely not going to show their face. I'm just going to say so-and-so, a male or a female was charged with so-and-so crime, thus and so happened. Because I do not want to be part of the problem. I want to be part of the solution. And the reason that we started our nonprofit Black Talk Media Project was because we want to be a part of the solution. What do you think? Thanks for viewing. Leave your comments, rate the video, and don't forget to follow our program. Go to blacktalkradionetwork.com and stay tuned to our online radio program, One Black Man's View. Have a good day.